And we're back from commercial break. Newsflash, Patino just lost another recruit since he came back from commercial break.
But he's got 4 more in the chamber that nobody's thinking about.
I know he's got 10 we've never heard of. You pull out another Kyle Kirk from Evansville. Mike Mara, the best high school shooter he's ever seen.
Oh, man.
Poor Mike Mara. But moving on.
That's a lot to live up to.
It is a lot to live up to. Like Derby expectations.
Similar to the greatest assistant coaching staff ever.
Hey, everything is the greatest at
Patino's an extremist.
UofL.
He's a salesman, and I love him. I wouldn't want anyone else for the Louisville job. Love you, Patino.
He loves you back.
Moving on.
I know he does.
Moving on. Everybody really needs to listen to these next couple minutes because we have guaranteed winners we're going to give you. We're not even charging for this. We're not even the sly 1-800 ex-Mafia guys that tell you the next night's picks, and these picks are for free. We got the Derby winners for you right now.
I got to pull up the horse here on the show, and that's my horse noise.
Did you see that horse over there?
That's a true winner.
That's a winner right there.
It's a beautiful
Sometimes
horse.
the off-colored ones are the ones that win.
Just
It's not always the pretty
Just a
one.
beautiful horse.
It is a good looking. And this is our Derby pick. Not as good as mine, but
Okay, moving right along. We got what do we got here? My Derby pick. I'm not going to do any box or trifecta or anything like that, Matt. I'm going to take Stay Thirsty to win. Ramon Dominguez riding it with the trainer being Todd Pletcher. My daughter Caitlin is taking Arch. Jockey being John Court.
what's the story behind that? Why did she pick that?
Because I showed her the list and she pointed at the very top one. I said point at one of them and she pointed at the very top one.
That's legitimate. I like that answer.
It's a true story. Okay. My son John, he's going with a horse named Soldat. And the reason being is my dad always points out how the only thing my son John really knows how to say is, "What's that? What's that?" And so my dad saw Soldat and thought that it was similar. So therefore, my son John is taking Soldat, rode by Alan Garcia. My wife Lexi is taking Twinspired. She liked the name. Although it is a local pool of local horse investors that have pulled together and bought the horse. It's really a great story. Ridden by Mike Smith, who I forget who, but he has won a Derby before. What are your picks, Hank?
I'm going with the Robbie Alvarado ridden Animal Kingdom. I'm a Robbie Alvarado fan.
You like
short story. The only
No pun intended.
Yeah, short story. Robbie Alvarado only gave me a superfecta once upon a time. Only time I've ever had to claim an IRS statement at Churchill Downs. So got to go with him on a Derby that you really can't predict the winner. There's no big stud in this Derby. There's first one in a while that there isn't a clear cut favorite. But the favorite, my girlfriend Sarah. She's picking the favorite, ridden by Julian Leperoux, dialed in, just like Patino should be about the U of L basketball program. That's what she has to go off with the Kentucky Derby pick.
Nice. Okay, and I'm gonna go off on mine. And Kelly's already got mad at me because I'm picking a trifecta, but that's what I do.
Ridiculous.
No. It's what I do. I don't ever play a win. I don't play a place. I don't play
So
a
no
show.
one remember who you picked. I got you.
Hey, if Matt gives us trifecta and you bet this trifecta, do what's right.
Donate it
Pay
to
us our
Kentucky
cut.
Sports.
Give us our
Yes.
10%. If
Donate
you, for
it.
some reason, bet this, I don't even know how you'd probably listen to the podcast, so that'd be even weirder if you hear the podcast before you actually bet on the Derby. But if you win, do what's right. Give us our money.
I'll give you even more reason
Regardless, you owe me.
to do what I say because last year I actually won the trifecta on the Derby. Even though I only did a 50-cent bet, it still ended up being a $650 paycheck for me. So I think you should definitely listen to what I say at this point. And I haven't done much research at this point, and I'll probably change it before the Derby even happens.
Which is
Real quick before
totally
you give
shady.
your picks, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're the type of guy that can look at that's a $650 payoff for me. But what if that had been even like a $5-10 bet? What would that be, like $10,000 or something like that?
Yeah.
at a $10,000 bet or at a $10 bet. It's
Yeah.
good that you can look at that and not look at
Actually,
what I would do if I had just put a little bit more money on that.
Yeah, I thought about that the day after. Believe me, I think the actual $2 bet would end up paying close to $6,000 if I would have bet that. So, sure, I'm upset, but at the same time, it's more than I actually bet. A lot more than I actually bet. A 50-cent bet ended up costing me what, $2 and something cents. I don't remember exactly, but with the trifecta. But I'm happy. I came up way ahead. I don't bet horses very often, so even if I bet for the next 5 years, I'll still more than likely be ahead, in my own view. But again, here is my picks, Matt, the producer's picks, and you should listen to this again because I won last year. Not saying that's great, but this is what's going to happen here. The very first horse, Twice the Appeal, and the reason I say that is I can only say that because of Calvin Burrell. You guys not agree? Calvin Burrell shows up for the Derby, does he not?
He's won 3 out of the last 4.
And that's reason enough for me.
Only
So that's why I'm putting him
person
in.
ever to do that.
That's why I'm putting him in, and that's enough for me. If he knows the track more than anyone, I'm putting him in there, and I'm going to put Twin Spired in there also. And that's not anything related to how skilled Twin Spired is as a horse. What it has to do with is how Twin Spired is as a local horse. And I'm a big local guy. I like things local. I like Kentucky. I'm a local guy. I lived in Lexington 2 years ago for 8 years. So I'm a big local guy. Twin Spired is my next horse. So that's my trifecta right there. I got Twice the Appeal. I got Twin Spired. And then for the third horse, I'm going with Pants on Fire because I like the name. And to be honest, a lot of times you always hear about your wife or your girlfriend picking the winning horses. They had known nothing about horses. And I'm one of those guys.
There's a great story behind Pants on Fire. Have you heard that?
I actually haven't. No, I like the name.
Pants on Fire is ridden by the female jockey who had a heart transplant. She had her heart changed out for another one.
Oh,
Beat that.
All the more reason why I'll pick it for my trifecta. All the more reason.
She wins it. She wins the Derby. She'll be the first female jockey ever to win the Derby. Pants on Fire.
Well, I'm excited about that then because I think my locks are on point. I've got Twice the Appeal. I got Twin Spired, and then I've got Pants on Fire as my 3. Lock that down. Bet it. Just don't charge me the bill afterwards if you lose, please.
It's been a great show, guys. I've had a great time tonight arguing with Hank about how great Patino is just because Hank's jealous of him.
Hey, wait.
Right, Hank?
Did we say Noah's pick?
No.
My son, Noah?
No, we didn't.
Pick?
Good call there.
I'll tell the story behind this. We were actually sitting at the dinner table tonight, actually, and we wanted Noah to pick out his own pick. He's only 15 months old, but we wanted him to have a little piece of this as well. So what we did is we held a piece of paper of all the horses in front of Noah so that he could pick out what he thought was his favorite horse. And which one did he pick there, Dugan?
Midnight Interlude.
Midnight Interlude. So that's one we haven't picked yet. So if he comes in.
Bob Baffert is the trainer.
Bob Baffert's strong. He comes in. Does he not?
He has a good history.
He does.
Been a great show, though, guys. Hope you were able to listen to the whole thing all the way through. Join us next week. We'll be recording another show, same time next week. We hope you join us then.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Thank you.